Hey, this is Tammy Jackson, and tonight's topic we're going to discuss artificial intelligence and how it's impacting social media. But let's talk about what artificial intelligence is first. So, it's an area of computer science that emphasizes the creation of intelligent machines or machines learning that work and react like humans. So, some of the activities that computers with artificial intelligence are currently doing fall in the domains of speech recognition, learning, planning, and problem solving. But we'll talk about that a little bit later in more detail. Let's talk about how the film and entertainment industry has shaped the collective opinion of what artificial intelligence actually is. So, for instance, I grew up in the 70s watching the cartoon The Jetsons, and the entire family used artificial intelligence to experience life. And I thought, how great. However, in the 80s, the movie The Terminator came out, which was horrifying. So, as you can see, depending on your experience or what movies you may have watched, such as The Matrix or War Games versus Daryl or Short Circuit, has determined or potentially shaped your opinion of what AI is. So, based on some of those opinions, there's some myths out there about AI that I want to kind of dispel. The first is that AI means robots. This is kind of one of the most widespread misconceptions. AI is not a fancy name for robots. It does not mean robot moving or talking just like humans. What a robot does is it uses algorithms in a computer program to execute tasks which require intelligence of humans. So another myth is that AI can run entirely on its own. Well, this is not true. For instance, when it comes to customer experience, several AI processes can be automated, but critical decisions about how something may move forward, such as in the healthcare or medical field, definitely is going to require human assistance. The last myth is that AI will eliminate all jobs, right? This is not true. Artificial intelligence is actually meant to collaborate and work with humans, transforming several job categories and also creating new roles, right? So the main purpose of AI would be to help people focus on core activities while using the technology for research. Okay, so we talked about what artificial intelligence was. Let's talk about how it impacts specifically social media. So let's talk about these applications. Let's look at facial recognition. We're going to talk about Facebook. Facebook does this through auto tagging, which when you post a picture, it uses facial recognition to tag your face. It does this by matching new photos with the ones you already have. And it will look at your photos, it will look at your videos, topics, people in your network, as well as similar things you have in common with others. And then companies use this information to better target who and what they are marketing towards or for, right? So how about Google? What do they use? They use something called DeepMind, which is a program that combines two forms of artificial intelligence, which not only analyze and extrapolate platforms from existing data, but also learn from these platforms or patterns in order to achieve a highly desirable objective. LinkedIn, what does LinkedIn do, or what do they use? They use something called Bright. So what is Bright? Well, Bright uses machine learning algorithms to offer better job candidate matches for both employers and job seekers. It also considers the user's historical hiring patterns, along with account location, past work experience, and synonyms in job description. Made a nice addition to LinkedIn's existing job searches with jobs you may be interested in and LinkedIn Recruiter. That leaves us with Pinterest. Pinterest uses something called COSI, a visual graph. And so Pinterest identified some areas in which deep learning would bring benefits to the network. So specifically, they were looking for object recognition to boost pin and product recommendations, and to boost ad performance and relevant prediction, as well as detecting spam users and content. So those are just some of the big platforms that use artificial intelligence and how they use it. So in general, effective social media management, right, helps enhance brand strength and increase social media conversations. Well, AI in social media does this as an efficient way of engaging millions of social media users. And it helps analyze voluminous data to identify trending topics, hashtags, and patterns to understand user behavior. AI algorithms can monitor millions of unstructured user comments to understand crisis situations or trends to provide a personalized experience. And with this effective segmentation, AI can help provide a content-based online activity and demographics. So many social networking sites have already acquired AI businesses to move to the next level to gain that competitive edge. So we can see how great it is, we can see how it's being used, but I do have a final thought from a sociological perspective. So if we're using AI and we're making it to become more and more human in thinking and behavior, as stated, which says the smarter they become, the more likely they will develop their own objectives rather than just human-driven ones. So the question is, at that point, how will we view them? I mean, technically, we are parents to these children, right? And my question is, well, one day, will we classify AI as a competitor to us for power and control? And we know historically, when one population threatens another, we know what happens. So what is our responsibility to these AI children that we create? And will we, as the creators, become their predators one day? Just something to think about.